Hi, hello friends. I'm VL Vijay Surya, studying in class 12, and I'm very happy that I got an opportunity to teach the first few paragraphs of the lesson Deep Water. And friends, do you felt fear in your life? Yeah, of course, you may feel fear in your life. Now, you may facing fear in your life because fear is now an important element that comes in your life that we should not surrender to it. It comes to ruin us, but we should not ruin. If you surrender to it, the fear will completely ruin us. So we should not surrender to fear. So you'll be thinking that why I am asking some questions related to fear. Yeah, of course I am asking the question related to fear because this deep water lesson is based on the factor fear. So our author William Douglas wants to say something about fear and how to overcome fear and what the fear he faced in his life. So friends, before getting into the lesson, we should know something about author. So, come on, we can learn about author. So, Deepwater is a story written by William Douglas, and he was born in Maine at Minnesota, and his lifespan is between 1898 to 1980, and he completed graduation in Bachelor's of Arts in English and Economics, and he started his career as school teacher for 2 years in high school in Yakima. And he got tired of that job and he gave up the job and he started his new career, that is legal career. And with legal career, he met Franklin D. Roosevelt at Yale and became the well-wisher and an advisor for the President Roosevelt. And also, Douglas was a leading advocate of individual rights. Friends, this Deepwater story or this Deepwater story or the incident, this is not a fake story. This is the real true life incidents of our author William Douglas itself. So this story was taken from his book Of Men and Mountains. Friends, in this story he is trying to convey the strong message to us which will be very useful for our present generation, for our future generation, for our old generation. So friends, we can get before getting into the story, shall I say some of the morals regarding this story. The moral of this story is you should be determined and you should be should have very willpower or good willpower to withstand any situation and overcome all your challenges and overcome all your fears, problems that comes into life. So remove all the fears in your life, remove all the hurdles in your life and make your path of success ease and make your path of success very beautiful. So remove all it. You should not surrender to it. The fear should fear us. There should be a fear in fear of death and we should not fear for any other else in this world. Friends, we can come into the story. So I'm going to read the first paragraph of the story. It had happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. I had decided to learn to swim. There was a pool at the YMCA in Yakima that offered exactly the opportunity. The Yakima River was treacherous. Mother continually warned against it and kept fresh in my mind the details of each drowning in the river. But the YMCA pool was safe. It was only 2 or 3 feet deep at the shallow end, and while it was 9 feet deep at the other, the drop was gradual. I got a pair of water wings and went to the pool. I hated to walk naked into it and show my skinny legs, but I subdued my pride and did it. Friends, the first paragraph says that when this incident had happened, what had happened and at what stage, what had happened at what stage. So this had happened when our author was 10 or 11 years old, exactly during his childhood. This had happened exactly when he was a child, that is from 10 to 11 years old. So he had decided to learn to swim at that time, and he's saying that there was a pool at the YMCA that offered him the exact opportunity what he wants. What is the opportunity? It is nothing that to learn to swim. So he's saying that the Yakima River was treacherous. Treacherous means dangerous. He's saying that Yakima River was dangerous. How he could know that the Yakima River was dangerous? It is nothing. It is no one else. His mother who warned him or who continuously says the drowning cases that had happened in the Yakima River. So he felt fear and he felt that Yakima River was dangerous. Because his mother continually warned all the details or all the drowning cases that had happened. So he kept that drowning cases or kept that remembrance fresh in his mind, and whenever he get into the pool or whenever he get into any of the water surface, he felt what his mother said. What his mother said first, it will come into mind. It is usual. It is friends, we also feel that whenever we get into something, we will be remembering what our friends or what our family said about that particular thing. Same, our other also felt fear, but he was saying that YMCA pool was exceptional. Why YMCA pool was exceptional? He is saying that YMCA pool was safe because it was only 2 or 3 feet at the shallow end and it was only 9 feet at the deep. So he is saying that the slope was gradual, so that he is saying that this pool was safe and he can swim and he can learn to swim, and this pool was safe and it will not cause any harm to him. He is believing that. And he is saying that he got a new pair of water wings. Water wings is nothing, that is an instrument or that is an equipment which helps us to float in the water bodies. So he is saying that he hated to walk naked into the swimming pool. You know that swimming costumes are entirely different from other costumes. It will expose our legs and hands. So he is saying that he hated to show his skinny legs to others, even though he subdued or even though he compromised his pride for learning to swim, because he wanted to learn to swim. So that for that purpose he subdued or he compromised his pride. And I am going to the next paragraph, that is second paragraph. From the beginning, however, I had an aversion to the water when I was in it. This started when I was 3 or 4 years old and father took me to the beach in California. He and I stood together in the surf. I hung on to him, yet the waves knocked me down and swept over me. I was buried in water. My breath was gone. I was frightened. Father laughed, but there was terror in my heart at the overpowering force of the waves. So friends, the second paragraph is saying that the second reason why he felt fear of water, what made him to dislike water. So he is saying that when he was 3 or 4 years old, there is another incident which makes him dislike water. His lovely father took him to the California beach and they were together in the mood of surfing, and they are surfing. At that time our other catched the hand of his father. He hung on his father even though the waves came, knocked him and the waves swept over him and he was buried inside water and he couldn't breathe. He was frightened even though his father was laughing there. So he is saying that this terror incident or this terror remembrance is always in his heart, the overpowering force of the waves. Whenever he gets inside any of the water bodies, this terror will come in his mind. So he is saying that, so from this paragraph we can understand that these two reasons why our father dislikes water. First reason is his mother, who continuously remembers the drowning cases that had happened in the river, and second is his father, who took him to the California beach, and the incident there made him fear that when he was there in the surfing, that at that time some waves knocked him down and swept over him and he was buried inside water. He couldn't breathe. He was frightened. So these are the two reasons why he felt scared or why he had an aversion towards water. Then next is the third paragraph. My introduction to the YMCA swimming pool revived unpleasant memories and stirred childish fears. But in a little while I gathered confidence. I paddled with my new water wings, watching the other boys and trying to learn by aping them. I did this 2 or 3 times on different days and was just beginning to feel at ease in the water when the misadventure happened. So friends, our Radha is saying that the introduction to YMCA pool, his introduction to the YMCA pool was also not good. It also revived him the unpleasant memories and it also remembers him the childish fears. Why? Even though he gathered some confidence, because by watching other boys of his stage who are determined to learn to swim. So by looking at others, even though we also had this behavior, while we are going to do something, we will be looking at others and of our stage, and while they are determined to do, we will be getting some confidence. We will be getting some confidence. If he does, why we can't? If he or she does, why we can't? Why I can't? We will feel some type of sort of ego or some sort of thought. So same, our other also thought the other boys are ready to swim. Why I can't? So I also should learn to swim. So he was ready with water wings to learn to swim. So for first few days or first few or three times, first few times or first 2 or 3 times, he on different days he felt somewhat ease in the water. He was feeling somewhat interested in swimming because he gathered some confidence, and he was now he was feeling some ease and some happy because he was now he gathered confidence and he was in the mood of swimming, and he could swim slowly. He is learning swimming slowly, so he gathered some confidence and he was somewhat ease in his mind. When we feel something was okay, we will be feeling somewhat something ease in our mind. Same, our other also feeling some ease in his mind. But the misadventure happened. What is the misadventure happened? That is the rest of the lesson. This misadventure makes him more fear of water. Even though our other Douglas, he overcame his fear. How he overcame his fear? He overcame his fear by his strong determination and his strong willpower. He overcame his fear, and at last he swam many lakes and rivers. Even though he is near to set record, he was determined. So he is saying that he is sharing his true life incident to others. He is sharing the true life incidents to his readers, that we should overcome our fear. We should not surrender to our fear. We should always be very strong or well determined to face our fear. He is saying that in death there is only peace. There is terror only in the fear of death. So he is saying if death there is only peace, but there is terror when we felt fear. So friends, through this lesson we could understand that don't surrender to your fear. Please always be strong. Please take adventures, take risk, because life is nothing without risk. So take risk and be strong, and we should face the fear, and we should remove the fear. We should defeat the fear, because we are born to achieve. We are born to defeat. So defeat fear and succeed in your life. I hope that this session will be very useful to you. Thank you.